Bitcoin's December 2025 drop before a big run? Early December pulled Bitcoin back after a strong rally. ETF flows, exchange reserves, and market liquidity will guide what happens next. Bitcoin is now trading around 92,667.48 USD and started December with a quick fall of about 5% after hitting a high of roughly $126,000 in October and sliding about $18,000 in November. The move felt sharp, but it does not automatically signal trouble. Bitcoin has a history of sudden dips that reset momentum. Does this mean that Bitcoin is setting up for a run this December? Read on to get our take. Recommended. Bitcoin outlook for December. Will it reclaim $100,000? What happened in early December 2025? The market came into December after a big surge in October, followed by a cooler November. Spot ETF saw about $3.40 to $3.5 billion in outflows toward the end of the month, which added pressure as traders locked in gains. On December 1st, Bitcoin dropped into the mid-$80,000s during a fast wave of selling. Thin liquidity made the move feel heavier than it was. What history says about Decembers and big reversals? December has produced mixed results for Bitcoin. In some years, it added to earlier rallies, with average December gains around plus 4% in recent periods. In other years, it marked the start of broader downtrends, usually when major catalysts hit the market. Past declines came from clear triggers like leverage unwinds or sudden policy shocks, not the month itself. History shows that Bitcoin often moves in quick waves. A dip can reset the market for another run, but it can also signal that momentum has faded. Also read, Bitcoin price forecast. Can it hit $150,000 in 2025? Signals to watch now. A few indicators will help show which direction the market chooses. ETF flows are the most important, especially if outflows climb above $3 billion again. Exchange reserves are key since rising reserves often point to upcoming selling. Liquidity also plays a big role, especially around key price areas. If support weakens around $75,000, the market may struggle. If flows stabilize, reserves drop, and liquidity improves, a rebound becomes more likely. Conclusion: the early December dip could be a healthy reset. ETF flows, reserves, and liquidity will make the answer clear as the month develops. The easiest way to buy Bitcoin is through a trusted crypto exchange like eToro, Coinbase, or Uphold. These platforms allow users to purchase and trade BTC instantly from any device, including smartphones, tablets, and computers.
For outlook, can strong activity push the price higher? AVAX trades around $13 as of December 2, 2025. After a recent move between $12 and $15, volume remains stable, and the chart shows clear support in the low teens. AVAX price predictions remain modest, with most short-term targets sitting in the mid-teens, and only a few long-range projections, suggesting moves above $25 in stronger conditions. Our experts at Investing Haven are a little more ambitious, predicting a range of $17.70 to $91.10 by the close of the year. That said, you should watch price behavior and volume reactions to news, since those usually give quicker signals than long-term forecasts. Recommended: 5 compelling reasons to buy Avalanche AVAX in 2025. TVL, activity, and institutional moves. Avalanche continues to record high usage. TVL stands at about $1.8 billion, and daily transactions exceed 2 million. Lower fees after recent improvements help keep activity high, and DeFi remains a major part of the ecosystem. Another factor gaining attention is institutional interest. The Avalanche Foundation has been pursuing a $1 billion fundraising plan to support treasury companies, and new treasury vehicles aim to buy large amounts of AVAX. If these purchases proceed as planned, they could influence market supply and create fresh demand. Also read How to Buy Avalanche AVAX in the USA Simple Guide. AVX December Scenarios, Bull Base, and Bear Cases. Bull Case. AVAX climbs into the mid-teens if TVL holds and treasury buyers stay active. Base Case. AVAX trades between $10 and $15 with occasional bursts of volatility. Bear Case. Weaker macro conditions or falling. DeFi usage pushed the price below support. If you plan to trade, follow TVL, active addresses, daily volume, and treasury updates before adjusting positions. Conclusion. AVAX shows strong network usage and steady fundamentals while trading in a manageable range. December outcomes will depend on macro conditions and weather. Institutional buyers continue their plans. Platinum's comeback. From undervalued to leading the 2025, Rally Platinum surged in 2025 as supply tightened and industrial demand picked up across key sectors. Strong investor interest added extra fuel to the rally. Platinum shifted from years of weak performance to one of the strongest gains in the precious metals market this year. Prices climbed as supply shortages grew and buyers returned to the market, creating steady momentum throughout 2025. Related, platinum, gold, palladium, and silver dominate YTD performance. Platinum price performance and market momentum. Platinum rose about 60% to 80% year to date, breaking through important resistance levels and reaching multi-year highs. Platinum price performance. These price moves encouraged more investors to enter the market, which added to the strength of the rally. Falling inventories in major hubs and rising ETF activity supported the uptrend, while short covering helped push prices even higher during sharp trading sessions. Recommended, why silver and platinum are the new strategic metals of 2025. Tight supply, mining output, and recycling. The market faces a large platinum supply deficit in 2025, with estimates between 692,000 and 848,000 ounces. Primary mine output fell by a few percent from last year, and recycling volumes stayed weak. Tight supply. These supply issues come at a time when new mining investments remain limited, so production may stay tight for several years unless major projects move forward. Also read, Platinum's Breakout. Is platinum the next major precious metals rally? Demand drivers, autos, jewelry, and investment flows. Platinum industrial demand increased as some automakers raised platinum use in hybrid vehicles, shifting away from palladium in certain applications. Jewelry demand improved slightly, adding steady physical consumption. Investors also played a major role as ETFs and physical buyers increased their positions, which added more weight to the rally and helped hold prices at higher levels. Recommended, a platinum price prediction for 2025. Conclusion. Platinum's 2025 performance points to tight supply, stronger industrial demand, and active investor participation. The trend can continue if these conditions hold, although faster BEV adoption or weaker economic data could change the outlook. Keep an eye on updated deficit numbers, changes in auto sales, and inventory levels to understand where the market is heading next. Looking for clarity in the gold and silver markets? Our premium members already have it. Investing Haven's Gold and Silver Premium Alert Service delivers clear, data-driven forecasts built on nearly 20 years of precious metals expertise. What you get: weekly gold and silver trend analysis using leading indicators caught, USD yields, COMEX data, turning point forecasting across multi-time frame charts, actionable insights on GDX, GDXJ, SIL, and SILJ, interweek alerts only when markets move, no noise. Designed for serious investors who win.